Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien here on the morning of Wednesday, April 5th, 2023. And wanted to continue my commentary on the needs, and I'll put it for the needs of the few, the needs of the one, and the needs of the many. But on this, I'm concentrating on two things: the needs of the one and the needs of the many. We all know that you guys satisfied Donald Trump on the needs of the one, and you really didn't need to do that. I mean, you made it special for him to go from Florida to New York to get arrested, to stand in custody, to get arraigned and know his indictment, and then to fly back to Florida. A needs of the one, you usually don't get that. A person gets arraigned and immediately the judge says, okay, remand or bail. And the defense attorney, if the poor guy has one, even if it's a public defender, will say, well, we request some sort of bail. And the district attorney, remand, sir. He doesn't have any place to go. He doesn't have anything particularly stable here, so remand. And 90% of the people in the old days got remanded. Today, you eliminated bail and you say you're free on your own recognizance. And that one was done with special privileges in the old days. Now, personal recognizance, and you get crimes out there, okay? And dispensations to Donald Trump. Yes. But that is not the way to handle the needs of the one. I was in the hospital on Monday and got out yesterday, just as Mr. Donald J. Trump was getting himself put in custody over there in New York. Well, by the time I got home, he was, he was in custody already because he was one over there, and 2:15 was his thing, and by 3:15 he was out and heading back to Mar-a-Lago. Yeah. But let me tell you another case of a case of the needs of the one and the needs of the many. And in this case, this person is both the one and the many. Okay? And this is why you don't do the one and the many unless they have money or notoriety like Donald J. Trump. Then you treat them dispensation, which none of us other people will get. But in this case, Monday morning I was complaining of heart pain. Boy, and it was, the last time I had that, I went to the hospital and I ended up getting open heart surgery for replacement of an aorta valve. And that's the only reason why I asked them to call an ambulance and take me to the hospital. Usually, it's somebody else's call, not mine. I try not to go. And sometimes I get my way and stay home. But most of the time, like here in Grand Villa, they get their way and I go. Well, this time it was me. And they were pushing the other way, like, really, do you need to go to the hospital? Yeah. Okay. Because all I could think about was 2016, same thing happened, felt the same way, and boy, the things were disastrous because I waited. Okay? And they said if I would have waited a little longer, I would have been in dire straits because the valve was leaking blood all over the place. The aorta valve. Oh boy, that was fun, I'll tell you. You don't want to go through that. But like I said, I was in there. They gave me nitro and narco, and I was sitting there kind of happy because, narco can put you. My friend called me from Michigan and she says, you sound like you're in La La Land. Oh, yes, I am. Okay. And I had a nice guy that was there, and they told him, well, sir, we're trying to get your room upstairs. And by the way, in the hospital, you ever been to an emergency room? Sometimes you can spend there a whole day before you get your room at the top floor. Okay. So I said, oh, you still want to keep me after all this? I'm starting to feel better. Oh, yeah. We got to get our cardiologist to check you out, make sure you're okay. Okay. I wasn't going to be any growly the person that time. Plus, I was in no condition to do anything because I just gotten narco and I just gotten a nitro and I was, hello! So I'm sitting there about an hour and a half later. I'm getting better. The narco's starting to wear off, so I'm getting my senses back. And they take my next door neighbor and move him to a special private room for him in the ER. Nice, huh? They moved this other lady who came in from another place like where I live in Grand Villa, but it's another place close by. Woodland Towers, I guess it's the name of it. And she was, they said her birthday, and it was 44, so she must have been 79 there, and they said, oh, she fell twice this morning, and according to Woodland Towers, I guess it was, who called us and told us to come and get her. Okay, and they also said that they don't want her back because they don't want to deal with her. Means that she can't pay for the upgrades. You know how that goes. Okay. So they talked to her family, and the family told them, oh, we can't afford to come and see her and do all this for her, so put her in where you guys can. So the doctor at the hospital says, okay, we'll take over this, meaning the hospital. So they just checked her out and said, oh, well, we don't see anything wrong with you. Let's see. Insurance must have not been that good because they said, oh, you're going on the way home. But they didn't tell her that she was going to go to a nursing home, poor lady. And that's what I'm saying, the needs of the one and the needs of the many. There is a lot in the needs of the many that happens to on a daily basis here in the United States. I've seen that happen here in Grand Villa. I know that one day I was sitting there and this lady, I said, hello. Next thing I knew, these couple of guys come in and, and they take a wheelchair, put her in there, and whoosh, gone. And he said, well, something happened to her? Oh, no, she's being transferred to Bridgeway Nursing Home. Wow. Yeah, so see, if you can't pay, you pay another way. And there's nothing you can do about it, Americans, because you sign your life away to your so-called family. And they don't want to deal with you most of the time. Hey, he's old. He should be in the box by now. Yeah. This is your favorite alien saying, so you see, the needs of the one and the needs of the many can be the same in certain instances. In this case, this poor lady over here in DeLand was the same as the needs of the many all over the United States. And it's getting worse, not better. They can do that to me even. Because sooner or later, I'll probably be in that shape. I'm only 64 years old. And she was 20-some years older than me. So, hey, either I go in the box early, or I end up just like her in some little room, forgotten. And it's another carcass that they can roll out when it's my turn. This is your favorite alien saying, is this what you want, Americans? For your needs of the many to end up like that? Good day.